Chapter 6, Simplex Numerology. Now it is time for me to present an overview of simplex numerology so you can deeply understand the importance of that year of years. 1917. Even with the extensive training I gave you in Chapter 4, I know from experience that, most likely, you still don't comprehend the principle of the numinosity of numbers. That's because, my son, you possess a grave weakness: your thick skull. There is still a lot of worldliness in you. Your consciousness is fully polluted with words. You will now be cleansed of your putrid verbosity with fire or a process plan. The choice will not be yours. Warning: in some cases, both cleansing agents may be required. Let me ask you something, and please answer honestly. Do you think you understand the cosmic importance of the year 1917? I hope you did not answer yes. Let me tell you a sour truth. If I were recruiting you into the Simplex Priesthood and I had you this far in my process, and you gave me that idiotic answer, I would slap your face. I have repeatedly told you that I teach and preach with stuff, not words. A slap in the face is a valid sacramental sign, is it not? Did you sing the Day Star song every morning like I asked you to? I don't think you did, because I think as of now, you still don't understand the significance of the year of years, which is, let me hear you say it. Go ahead now, say it. That's right, 1917. I'm going to give you a crash course in simplex numerology. Don't be surprised if, after reading it, you go running to the tabernacle for divine solace. Many postulants vomit when they hear simplex numerology for the first time. I've seen this unpleasant physical reaction happen many times. This particular Pythagorean theorem sets worldly minds such as yours in a tizzy. It makes them dizzy. Simplex numerology is like smelling salts. They wake up your mystical nature. Handle with care. This strong ancient Greek medicine can burn your religious eyes out. Simplex numerology is based on the system developed by Pythagoras over 3,000 years ago. You remember him from high school days. The high school Pythagorean theorem is essential knowledge in the mathematical realm, but Pythagoras bequeathed onto the world another theorem. This Pythagorean theory of numbers isn't widely discussed because such knowledge doesn't align with society's interests. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Steel your loins. Swallow hard so you won't vomit. I will now explain what is known as the numinous quality of numbers. You are probably not familiar with the term, so let me help with a definition simplex style. Numinous describes something that feels mysterious, holy, or spiritual. Like when you look up at a vast, starry sky or walk into a grand, quiet cathedral. Take the numeral 2, for instance. Does it frighten you? Well, the numeral 2 frightens the daylights out of a simplex, and after learning simplex numerology, the number 2 will scare the excrement out of you too. Pythagoras believed that numbers, or more precisely numerals, have a way more important attribute than mere calculation. Calculation with your fancy computers is child's play compared to this function of numbers. The calculation function of numbers is primitive when compared to this numinous function they possess. I'm revealing confidential simplex information here. It will take a very spiritually mature person to absorb it. But enough, my conscience is clear. Pythagoras assigned a human characteristic to each numeral. That's the best way to look at it. It's almost as if each numeral has its own personality. Each numeral personality has a unique message for you if you know simplex numerology. Look at it as another use for numbers, one that we are unfamiliar with nowadays. This numinous aspect of the number delivers a different type of useful information to the simplex mind. Allow me to further explain to you this peculiar but very real quality of numbers. Again, each numeral communicates more than just a numerical value. By definition, all personalities communicate. If you are of the right frame of mind, the numeral will send you a signal or message at the right place, at the right time, right in your face. Every numeral possesses a certain personality. Right now, I will focus on the numeral 2. I'll get into the rest of the numerals later. It's a fascinating study. But for now, all you need to know is all numerals are good except the numeral 2. So here we are. Everything I have written about the simplex, everything the simplex themselves have written since the order's inception in 1917, is merely prologue for what I'm about to tell you. In other words, quite possibly a secret purpose of the Simplex Order was to inform the world of the Simplex prophecy. This prophecy requires an understanding of the duad, or numeral 2. 2 is the bad ass of the numerals. Sorry about the coarse language, but I'm trying to convey this numeral's peculiar, unpleasant, numinous personality, which is a nice way to say in plain English, the number 2 sucks. The duad is the only bad number. Am I getting through to you? Here is what Pythagoras himself, smarter than any simplex, had to say about the numeral 2. 2. It represents division, dichotomy, tension. It's the only numeral that is not good by its very character. As I write this in the year 2021, less than 9 months from now, it will be the year of the triple duad, or 2022. Since there is no worse numeral than 2 and next year is 2022, or 3 twos, or triple fatality, then what we have coming next year, ladies and gentlemen, is not only the end of the Simplex Order, but also the end of the world. The duad, the black stain upon the face of mathematics. What is 2, if not the great divider? It is the wrinkle in the fabric of unity, the tear in the cosmic whole. It is dichotomy, opposition, discord, strife. It is Cain and Abel, war and peace, good and evil, never reconciled, forever at odds. It is the first fracture in the oneness of existence. Triple duad is the year 2022. 2022, my dear reader, it's time to weep. A year so dark, so wholly irredeemable, that not only would it bring about the fall of the Simplex Order, but the fall of the world itself.